All right, so here we go, man. Another case that you guys have been in my comment section always asking me about, man. We got to go ahead and take a look at the Otterbox Defender XT. Now, before we get started, of course, a huge shout out to Otterbox for sending this case over, along with a bunch of other Otterbox cases and accessories that we will be getting into a little bit later on the channel. But today, we are focused on the Defender XT. So let's go ahead and check it out, and let's see what this thing is about, because I'm a little bit of the OG Defender Symmetry Commuter Series. This XT thing, I don't know what's got going on, so let's go ahead and make sure we go through it the right way, the proper way on the channel. So, as you can see, drop tested up to 5 times, made with 50% recyclable plastic, wireless charger compatible, and you already know, made for that MagSafe. You guys know how I feel about that MagSafe. Everything, any case these days should be MagSafe compatible. There's no excuses out there when it comes to it. So flip it over on the back. Once again, drop times, 5 times as many drops, military standard, thin design, secure grip. We're gonna test that grip because you know I'm big on grip when it comes to a case. And then we says port protection and a lanyard attachment if that is your thing. So let's go ahead and get about the packaging real quick. Let's go ahead and set that box over there, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. Now, this is going to be a different color, definitely, when we're talking about the spectrum of cases. We got kind of like a blue and an olive green type-ish material, so if that's your thing, then you can definitely rock out with it, but I'm pretty sure this is not their only color. I'm sure Otterbox makes tons of colors in this variation that you can choose from. So looking on the back, this is going to be like a kind of a slick plastic type back. When it comes to that, you get that big Otterbox branding right there on the bottom. Flipping it over on inside, this is how they have their magnets usually placed, like a big white sheet right here, and I don't know, the white piece of plastic, and then you see those MagSafe magnets right there. Nothing really much more to see on the inside. No felt, no lining, no anything like that. And on the outside, this is going to be a 2-part case. All right, so let's go ahead and pop the, is it a 2-part case? Is it? Am I wrong? Oh, it's not a 2-part case. This whole time I thought this was a 2-part case, but no, this is a very, very strong 1-part case, I guess, because I don't know if you can pop it off. I don't think you can. Can you? You know what? I'm not going to try it no more. We're going to do it all on one piece. You know what I mean? I think you can kind of get it semi off a little bit. But nah, you can just pop it around the edges. Okay, so it's like basically a hybrid almost. 1 style, kind of a 2 style case. So let's go ahead and take a look. So on the outside, you definitely see you get that raised up camera protection there. On that right side, you get that raised up power button. On the bottom, you do get open speaker cutouts. You get a port right there for that lanyard, and you do get a flap for that lightning adapter right there. On that left side, raise volume up, volume down, cutout for your mute toggle switch. Your top is completely closed, and this case is 5G compatible. All right, I know some of you guys like to say these cases like to mess up the 5G connection when it comes to it, but not this case. This is 5G compatible. So let's go ahead and bring the iPhone 13 Pro, and let's just go ahead and pop it in. And very stiff. Very stiff. You probably can take it off the edges to make it less stiff to get into, but we in there. We don't got to worry about it. So here it is. Turn the camera off. Defender XT from Otterbox for the iPhone 13 Pro. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Let's go ahead and make sure we go first and check out those buttons. Mute toggle switch, first of all, is very deeply recessed. It's kind of weird because I guess it's forcing you to get your hand. You see the slit that it has going on with this? So I guess it's forcing you to get your hand in there like that to kind of get to the mute toggle switch, but it is a very tight space for that mute toggle. Volume up and down buttons, perfect. No issues there when it comes to that. Flipping it over on the bottom, you can see your ports. They're kind of deep in there, but they are accurate. They are spot on. And getting to that port cover, which may be a little aggravating to get off because you kind of got to dig your finger in there to pry it off. I guess they want you to pry it off right here, but you do have a port cover right there for that lightning to protect that in case you don't want to protect that. Sometimes you can get water in there and it'll say, you know, let the lightning port dry out before you use your accessory. So nice to see a little port cover right there on that right side. Nice and tactile power button. Buttons are absolutely perfect when it comes to this case, and you see your camera is recessed down up in there. Now, taking a look at that lay on the table protection, you already know we have some nice drop protection when it comes to this, and you do have a nice little lip that goes all the way around. Now, yes, I am running a tempered glass screen protector. Now, Otterbox does make their own tempered glass screen protectors. You will see a separate video on that because they sent me 3. It's like a Blue Shield, Privacy, and a regular, the Amplify screen protector. So we will be getting to those in a future video. But this having a lay on table protection, you do to get a deep, nice lip that goes all the way around it. So that's a good little job there when it comes to that lay on the tail protection. So when you drop it face down, you will be dropping it on the case itself. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at how this thing fits on the phone, man, because I can already tell you right now, just by holding it, this thing, yeah, This thing has a super duper snug fit. Now, normally we do, if the case pops on and off easy, but let me tell you something. This case isn't coming off, all right? This case is up there. It is up there very strong. You don't got to worry about this thing popping on and off. No, it's not happening. You really got to really get some pressure to take this case off. I'm assuming you probably can pop it off like this and then, kind of go around it and kind of work it off. But this thing is in there. This is for people who aren't going to be taking their cases on and off their phone. This case is on this phone. Do you hear me? So very tight fit when it comes to that. When it comes to the pull and tug, there is none coming to the pull and tug. I'm talking about super sturdy all the way around with no issues, no bending, no giving, no anything like that when it comes to the fit, the finish. Everything about this case is very tight. Tolerances is on point, no slop, no nothing when it comes to that, man. Otterbox is usually good with that, man. It's good to see that they keep that level of quality when it comes to the Defender XT. Now, how does it feel in your hands? You can definitely feel that you have a case on it because it definitely makes things a little bit wider. So this case, you see the material on the outside. It makes it a little bit wider to hold. iPhone 13 Pro is probably manageable. 13 Pro Max might be a lot in your hands, you know what I mean? So it's something to think about, but you can definitely tell you have a case on it. When it comes to talk about grip, I feel the grip is okay. I mean, this does have like a rubberish feel here, so thank God it's not this plastic kind of material here. So it does give it a little bit of grip when we're talking about having some of that rubber material on the side. So that does help a little bit with the grip. Keeps the phone fairly thin for this amount of protection that you can get. And this is amazing to see where the Defender series has come from the old school Defender that your phone will be like super thick, man. But this one right here is very, very thin. And I feel like it's still offering maybe that same level of protection that the old school Defender series used to offer. And that's good to see that you can get this amount of protection in a thin package. So let's go ahead and test out MagSafe. Let's go ahead and bring my MagSafe charger over here. Dropping it down on MagSafe, you already see it works just fine. You hear the, it doesn't do the animation, but you guys heard and you see that it's charging with wireless charging. So works just fine. And matter of fact, before we take that back, let me just test out the magnet strength. Magnets are pretty decent. They're not the super strongest, but it finds it, it's confident, and it kind of snaps it into place. Oh, it does do the MagSafe animation. My bad about that. Otterbox, my bad. You did the MagSafe animation. So yeah. So nice, decent strength magnets when it comes to that. Now let's go ahead and check out some accessories. So if you are rocking something like this Otterbox Power Share MagSafe battery pack, man, I did a video on this, man. This is probably one of my favorite battery packs out there just because you can charge it via MagSafe and slap it on your phone at the very same time. But let's just go ahead and check the Otterbox on Otterbox, and you see that works just fine. And let's go ahead and make sure it starts charging. And let me turn it on. All right, boom. And it should start charging right there, boom. So there it is when it comes to that. You can kind of shake it. Now, it probably will come off with heavy shake just because this is kind of a more slipperier material. But if you're not doing any violent shaking, just walking around the house and different things like that, I don't think you have to worry about this sliding off. So this is going to be the Otterbox MagSafe battery right here. Let's also check it if you might want to use one of their wallets. This is an Otterbox wallet as well. How you see it there, branded by Otterbox. I'll be sure to leave the links to these down in the description below. But if you want to check out the Otterbox wallet, this is up there very stiff. Now, this bad boy here isn't coming off. You can probably move it like that, but once it's in place, just casually knocking around, it's got a stronger, you're not going to be knocking it around like that. So it has a decent strength when it comes to the MagSafe. It's just sometimes maybe a little bit difficult for things to really stick up there just because this surface right here is a little bit on the slippery side. But overall, that is going to be it, man. Defender XT for the iPhone 13 Pro. This is a very slippery back, if I can say so, man. So you might be able to see a little bit of fingerprints and different things like that going on. But for the most part, solid case for somebody out there who just needs that more of a drop protection. If you got the clumsies, if you work outside in the outside environment, they do have that port cover there. You might need this level of protections. My dad's out there, you know what I mean? Somebody out there who just works outside and just needs a level of protection without being too thick. You definitely is going to be, the Defender XT is going to be an amazing option for people who need this level of protection. But you already know I will leave the links to these down below. Maybe there'll be one for the Otterbox website. If they're on Amazon, I'll be sure to put links to both of these. Pick your poison, go buy you one, man. If you need this level of protection, trust me, I don't think you can go wrong with the Defender XT. But until next time, man, you guys know what it is. Do all the YouTube things. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn that bell on so you don't miss out on any of these future videos that we got coming on the channel. But until next time, man, everyone, please be safe out there. Catch you on the next one. Later.